Hey everybody, Matt here again. Not too much to fucking report on. Crazy fucking week like always. They seem to be getting crazier. My beard's starting to fucking finally lengthen again. It had to get width, so I'll be actually the rantings of a beard right now. It's just kind of stubble to me. If you go back to my earlier videos, it's a fucking beard. But no, I'm just trucking along. Work's drying up. It's getting cold as fuck out here. 3 days ago it was fucking 76 degrees it got out, and yesterday the low was 14, so that was fun. This booth I'm in right now is there's a new one over in the corner, so I'm gonna be I work here, I do security. I put the bid in to replace the shack. I got insurance came through for small business. I got an LLC, and I put the bid in to actually rip down the shack and install the new one, which involves taking out some concrete pillars and putting new ones in. That's about it. Other than that, things are actually going really good. Which is weird because I've been angry. I'm having no issue getting out of bed. I got my special circulator for my knee. I'm going to be getting put on muscle relaxers the 16th, so my shoulders calm the fuck down so I can go to sleep a little bit. I'm also going to try prozazine. It's a psych med. It suppresses bad dreams, so hopefully I can just start sleeping better. And I think that'll help a lot of my fucking attitude. I had to stop seeing my therapist because she was just too far away, but I got another guy. He majored in therapy, and I actually know him through a center I go and do fellowship things at. We're all moved into our new place, just unpacking, and I'm framing in some rooms and closets, de-leading the place, which is fun. I'm actually going to be taking a course to be certified to de-lead, but because it's our home, we're allowed to do it. I believe, probably not. And it's weird because like I saw Emma 3 times this week, fucking real good times. I'm not arguing with Jess. She's let me have my TV back. I have a nice 55-inch. She's like, can I have it till Black Friday, and we'll just get me and my boyfriend will get another one. And I was like, yeah, no problem. Fuck it. I don't need it now, but I would like it. I spent $600 on it, and I would like to have it. So I'm going to be getting that. I spent, I think, 8 hours with Emma in total this week, which was really fucking nice. Can't say it enough because it still hasn't fully sunk in. She's about to be 2, the 26th. Share a little Thanksgiving, baby. But things are going all right with Courtney. Like, we're getting the apartment put together. I've been going to meetings routinely still, and doing a lot of stuff on my phone. Money's getting tight, but it's not really bothering me. There's a lot of stuff in the wind right now, and it should be fine. And I've been angry a lot. I've been listening to I think it's K810, Alpha and Omega. It's very violent music. It's angry, and it makes me feel better. I like listening to that lately, and I've never listened to stuff like that before. I've always been into country and classical rock. That's about it. Other than that, I have a very general life. It's very basic. I work here and there. If I'm not out working for myself, I'm working here doing security because I'm a security guard. And if not that, I'm at meetings or commitments or spending time with Emma or fixing up our home. I took all the measurements. I got to bend some tin, wrap some lead windowsills and all that fun stuff. But yeah, it's weird. I've been angry. Been very angry. I don't know why. A lot of it's my past stuff. My grandmother's not doing well. She's taking a turn again, and I'm just generally angry. It's very bizarre. I don't know. I really don't. I wanted to talk a little bit on validation in this video. I know the last video I posted was about 4chan, topic I know nothing about. I'm more suited to talk about feelings and stuff like that as a rough man. I definitely still have those, and I have a lot of them. And my big struggle for a long time was validating other people's feelings. Like, if Courtney's upset with me, letting her be upset with me. Sometimes, we can have a conversation, she won't be upset anymore. But if she's upset with me, I have to let her be upset with me. the issue I mainly been trying to focus on the past couple weeks is validating my own feelings. I'm a survivor of childhood abuse, verbal, physical, and sexual abuse. I've been in a lot of traumatic events throughout my life, excruciating pain, and it's hard because, like, say you take doing the dishes, I make it a point that I do the dishes at home. I'm not working full time. Courtney is. I'm more often than not poking around the house anyway. It takes 15 minutes to wash a week's worth of dishes if I let them get to that far. Like, so I do dishes. She's made a comment before, like, you didn't do anything all day. You could have at least done the dishes. That's you generally right where my head's at. Like, I'm not doing shit other than that. So I might as well do the fucking dishes. It pisses me off though. Big thing I have is when I was growing up, we had to pull our own weight, and no matter what I did, I felt like I was never pulling enough weight. Like, I could have fucking built a stone wall in the back, cut down some trees, dug out some stumps, relayed stone walkway, field stone walkway, heavy ass fucking stones, then rolling with pipes. I've done all those things. Busted my ass at 13, 14 years old. Because my mother wanted me to do something, or my dad was out working, he wanted me to do something. I bust my ass for days. And seemingly growing up, it never felt like I did enough. I could have done more, I could have done it better. I gave attitude while I was doing it. Middle of the summer, 14 years old, fucking shoveling holes in, putting fieldstone in the ground in fucking 90-degree weather. Sweat my ass off, tired as fuck, not out with my friends. So Courtney's little comment about the dishes kicked off not feeling good enough. Not feeling like anything I did was worth doing. And what's really fucked up is I got that feeling because I did nothing. And that's where it comes from. Because my retort was, well, if I did the fucking dishes, you would have just bitched about this. The point of the matter is, what she actually said to me that day, this was months ago. Nothing relevant, recent is coming to my head. This was months ago, and all she wanted was like just something, some type of fucking effort done, and I had to be a little bitch about it. But I get a lot of stuff like that. Like, I'm very list orientated. It gives me a sense of accomplishment, so I'll have things on my personal list. Courtney will add stuff. I'll be like, this is what I want to get done. Like, get Emma's door in her room, get the tools straightened out, take the measurements for the trim. She'll add stuff like, oh, put the air conditioner in this room, bring the shop vac in the basement, measure the rooms for hardwood floors, stuff like that. She'll add to it, and then generally I'll keep it around 10, and I'll try to do 7. If I do more, that's fantastic, but I try to do 7. It gives me a sense of accomplishment, and then in my own heart, I can go, 70% of what I want to get done got done. The 3 remaining things for the next day will be the things I have to get done. So I'll do those 3 things, and then I'll do 4. So it's like I do 3 to catch up from yesterday and 4 for today, and I continuously do that. It gives me a good sense of accomplishment. Sometimes I hit 10, and I forgot one of the things she wanted to add to the list. I didn't write it down. I didn't get to it. It slipped my brain, whatever. And she'll get so disappointed about that and like upset with me for it. And then I look at the other 10 things I did, and I get really fucking frustrated and pissed off over it. Like, she's like, I get really pissed off and frustrated. I get hurt because it's like, some days I'm fucking ripping down these 4 walls, framing in a closet, framing in a new bedroom, custom fitting an old hardwood door, pulling trim down, trying to strip trim, trying to get these things posted on this site so I can sell them. Like, I have a bunch of servers that still need to be posted, all while trying to get to a meeting for that day, talking to 2 other people in the fellowship that day, and seeing Emma that day. So like, I'll run around and like, I understand she wanted this done specifically and would have liked it done sooner, but then I get hurt, and instead of just going, alright, I'm hurt, I gotta let myself be hurt, after I'm done being hurt, I can talk to Courtney and rectify it, like let her know, hey, that hurt me, I did all these things, and it feels like you just completely disregarded them, and I'm hurt by it. It made me feel unappreciated, and you're ungrateful, and I wasn't pulling my own weight, blah 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 blah. feelings, and this is what I do with feelings instead. Oh, this hurts. Boom, shovel it down, swallow it, ignore the shit out of it until it fucking goes away. That's the thought process. Like, oh, fuck it, it's not a big deal. She doesn't need to know she did something to hurt me. I can stomach this. It'll be gone tomorrow. It's generally not gone tomorrow. A week and a half ago, that came up in an argument we had. We were just, having a couples argument. It happens to everybody. And shit from fucking 2 months ago, right on my mouth. Bah, 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 bah. It was just sitting in there rotting. It would have been a lot better if I validated my own feelings. When I get hurt or upset or angry, anything negative like that, inside myself, I have to validate it, and I have to acknowledge that's what I'm feeling, and I have to let myself feel it. There's different avenues to take. If I'm hurting, it's like, okay, I'm hurting. I can sit here and fucking hurt. All right, and then I can just go, hey, I'm hurting, and this is why, and this is why. Because usually it's a outside stimulus, so she'll do something or say something, and I'll perceive it, it'll hurt me, and then my head will remember why. Like from my childhood, why it hurts. I can just tell her that. When I'm angry, it's a little harder, because when I'm angry, I'm either calm like this, and I'm articulate, and I can talk, and I can keep some level of train of thought. When I'm angry, I cannot. Sometimes I get so angry I black out. It has happened in the past. This actually cowlick looking thing is because there's a scar. I had passed out, and my head was on a radiator for a couple minutes because my blood pressure went up so high. I get belligerent. I say really hurtful things because when I'm hurting or angry, I like other people to be miserable too. And so that's kind of hard to validate that one. It happened a couple days ago. I got really angry. I start getting tunnel vision, like I super focus. Sometimes it's on an action, sometimes it's on a thought, sometimes it's on a feeling. If I'm super focused on what's making me angry, I get angrier. What I've learned to do for that is the person I'm angry with, this case it was Courtney. I'm not sitting here shit talking her or anything like that. She's got a fucking beautiful soul and personality, and I do love her very much. Just sometimes we argue. Sometimes she annoys me. Sometimes she irritates me. Sometimes she makes me hurt or angry. Not really sad. I'm a little better at making people sad. Horrible. But I have to go to her. This happened a couple days ago. I had to go, I'm really angry. I'm at that level where I can't really talk right now. It did not come out that calm, but those are the words. She said, all right. She said some type of retort, because then she has to have a feeling response. I said a retort, hung up the phone. I made a phone call to someone completely neutral to the situation. Didn't know what the fuck was going on. Told them the chain of events leading up to it, how it was making me feel. We tried talking about, he asked me, why do you feel that way? Like, what could that be from? Saw his perspective. He actually put his girlfriend on the phone. Talked to her. She gave me her perspective. And then by the end of a fucking 6-minute conversation, if that, I was calm again. I was like, all right, she's got some valid shit. I got some valid shit. We gotta, stack them next to each other. Find some type of compromise. Whole argument resolved in 5-10 minutes. Plus the 5-10 minutes on the phone. It just melted away. I wasn't angry anymore. The conversation was over. My hurt feelings were gone. Her hurt feelings were gone. It was really nice. It was really nice. And that's what it all comes down to. If I go, oh, well, I love Courtney so much, or I like Jess, or I like Corey, or my sisters, or my father, my sponsor, my sponsees. I like them and care for them. So I want to spare them my yucky feelings. That's what I do. That's the innermost thought, is you pissing me off. I don't want you to know I'm pissed off at you because I don't want you upset. So I'm just going to pretend I'm not. That's very good. They have no knowledge. They're walking around perfectly happy. I'm treating them nice, and everything's a fucking rainbow with a fucking farting out sunshine. And how long can I possibly hold that shit emotion from them? Or even worse, instead of the anger I feel towards my ex and it getting directed at my ex, Courtney's around me more. I live with her. I see her every day. My hurt feelings towards Jess can project themselves onto Courtney. She'll say something, I'm feeling this way, so that's it. I'm the neutral feeling. I'm upset. Nothing Courtney did, something Jess did 3 fucking years ago. Next thing you know, my actions are being portrayed onto Courtney, and I've done that many times. All because in the beginning I didn't validate my emotion. So now I have to backpedal and go, hey, this is what happened in mine and Jess's relationship. It makes me feel this way. You doing that or saying that or feeling that reminds me of this, kicks up all this shit. It's a big squirrely clusterfuck. She usually goes, oh, I didn't know she still had that much of an effect on you. That's called the resentment, a fucking shit, gross emotion I'm holding on to. And I have to backpedal, and then I have to go to, that comes up. I have to talk to Courtney about it and let her know it's not her. It's something I'm internalizing, and it's kind of seeping out into our relationship. I have to fix that, make my amends to that, make sure everything's squashed and squared away to the best of the ability. Some things do resurface. There's only so much I can do. They resurface out of my mouth or out of her mouth. They can repetitively go. Then after that, I have to go to Jess and talk to her. Hey, this happened fucking about 3 years ago. This was the circumstances. I don't even know if you remember it, but I'm upset by it. Can we talk about it? Squash that with her. Then I have to sit there and dissect how much it actually hurt me and how many other people I could have projected it to. And from my experience over the past almost 5 years, January, if all goes well, January 16th, I'll have 5 years sober, no drugs and alcohol. And that's working a program on and off. I wish I had worked a program every single fucking day of my life. That's not the case. Probably 3 years of this was spent working a program. There's one big 1.5 year break and a 6-month break when I first got with Courtney. The 1.5 year break was when I lost my job 2 years ago. I got fired because of some stuff. And didn't go to meetings for about 1.5 years. And then I got with Courtney and didn't go to meetings for about 6 months. I wish I had, but the 3 years I did go, I did learn, you have to be in the moment. If I'm not in the moment, I'm thinking about yesterday. If there's a problem yesterday, I have to address it, try to get help with it, break it up, and then move the fuck on. Carry out throughout the day. I can't be holding on shit. And right now I'm holding on to about 25 years of garbage. Almost 25 and a half. I am almost 25 and a half. It's undealt with shit. The pile's not getting any bigger. There's just a lot of undealt with shit that I have to handle. And it all starts with I have to acknowledge and allow myself to feel. I have to validate my emotion. And if you can do that, you're going to be better off than just pretending it's not there. That's all I really got. A little catch up on my week. A little bit on validation. And again, if you made it this far, thank you very much. Any topic, I don't want to go into fucking, how do you feel about Pinterest? How do you feel about fucking fidget spinners? I would much rather talk about personal things. Because I have not much. I can't offer you the same amount as a 70-year-old fucking wise man, Sherpa, but I do have 20 years of gross shit and 5 years of trying to fix the gross shit. And it could be the sickest fucking thing out there you could think of that you just do not want to talk about. I will talk about it. A lot of shit on YouTube's anonymous. But I'd like to talk about personal things. If you made it this far, thank you very much. And thank yourself, because I feel like I did talk about some valid things. But thank you very much, and I will talk to you tomorrow.